Hi, I'm Kim Wilson.
And I'm Natasha Marchewka,
This
and
is
this is Speechless.
Speechless. Speechless.
Welcome to our behind the scenes take on real life in VO, where we share our stories, our resources, and our unsolicited opinions. And welcome again to a brand new season 2
Welcome.
episode.
Yeah, yay.
What are we talking about today?
Oh, we're talking about how to relate to clients. And we're not going to just tell you what everyone tells you. We're going to
Which
tell you
is,
what we do, which is pretty darn great.
it is pretty good.
Yeah. If people want to know what the topic is ahead of time, I don't know really why you'd want to, except if you're traveling the world on the Thursday and you want to make sure you know what the topic is on the
Clearly.
Monday, and you want the key takeaways typed out for you already, so you don't have to do it, and get the resources in the email and
The
get
best
the cocktail
part.
recipes. Get the cocktail recipes. The way you do that is you go to our website, speechlessvo.com, and you sign up for our newsletter, and you'll get all that info every Monday, except when we're not in season.
And only on Mondays. We don't send any other emails. You will
Right.
not get spam from us.
No spam.
First of all, we don't know how to set that up. Secondly, I have no interest in spamming any of my friends. So,
Cocktails.
oh my gosh, this one. Okay, so this is influenced by Nancy Wolfson. If you, those of you who don't know her, is a gin aficionado. I don't even know if she'd appreciate me saying that, but I'm going to say it. She told me about a gin. It's Italian, of course, called Malfi, and it's a flavored gin, very subtle flavor, not syrupy, saccharine flavor. This is grapefruit flavor, and it's delicious. M-A-L-P. M-A-L-F-Y, Malfi. So it's a gin and tonic, but it's grapefruit and it's delicious. So cool. I put a lime in it. If I was really on top of my game, I would have put like a wedge of a grapefruit.
What's that?
That's the sound of a grapefruit, as everyone knows.
Okay.
What are you drinking?
I got slightly fancier today and added a garnish to mine. I'm having a pina colada.
That is my dad's all hands down favorite drink.
Oh, who doesn't love a good pina colada with like fresh stuff, right?
Cue the song.
Which song is that?
If you like pina coladas. Okay.
I wanted to say something about this. Oh, I need new drinkware, Kim. This is sneakily in a Belgian beer glass. What? I need some new glassware.
Oh no, yeah. Okay, I don't even know where to go. If you guys have any ideas, comment below, because that's important. All right, let's jump into it.
Oh wait, a word from our sponsors. We have sponsors.
Voice talent need quiet.
For us, quiet comes in the form of a STUDIOBRICKS booth.
Now, we've recorded in closets, and nothing against closets, but with families and the need to raise our game, we both independently bought a STUDIOBRICKS.
I love my booth because when clients see it on Zoom, they know I'm the real deal, but also I feel more professional in it.
And I like STUDIOBRICKS because it's whisper quiet in my noisy neighborhood, and also it's gorgeous.
Right? I have a STUDIOBRICKS 1.
And I have the voiceover edition.
I want that.
Head over to STUDIOBRICKS.com.
World-class sound isolation booths, high-quality materials, less environmental burden.
Speechless is brought to you by VoiceOverView, the business tracking and management platform created by voice actors for voice actors.
VoiceOverView has all the tracking metrics you need to help manage your voiceover business. Track earnings over time, invoice directly through top invoicing platforms, gain insight into your booking strengths, build and maintain relationships with top clients, and grow your business by managing prospects and leads, track expenses, tax prep, and more, all in a simple-to-use platform.
Check it out at voiceoverview.com. See the show notes for a link to get 30 days free. Welcome back. Well, communicating with clients, what I love how you opened our show today was saying, we're not going to give you what everyone says. Be brief, be businesslike, be, concise, which is brief, I guess.
And build rapport.
Build rapport. Well, what is
Build
rapport?
relationship.
Wait,
Relationship building.
Right. And how do you do that? Let's just talk about that for a second. Tell me how you
Well, that's what
build a
the whole show's
relationship.
about. So not for a second, like for the whole show.
Right. Okay. Like I said, let's talk about building rapport.
Right. It's tricky because you don't know who you're writing to, maybe, or you know them. Maybe you've worked with them for 15 years and you've never talked to them on the phone or email or whatever. How do you build rapport with clients when you're at home and they're in another city? A lot of talent do local stuff, but a lot of talent don't.
Hey, Speechless fans, this is Tracy Lindley, and I just wanted to tell you about my course real quick. It's called the VO Edge, and it is all about how to use your free LinkedIn profile to market yourself online, how to connect with amazing clients. These are people that I've been connected with since I started using it in 2015. I became the voice of realtor.com that year, and I've grown my business from 0 to 6 figures in only 5 years, and it just keeps climbing. That's with 4 kids and a crazy life. So if you have a crazy life too, and you would like to find out how to use your free LinkedIn profile to connect with the right people who make the decisions about hiring voice talent, then this course is for you. Check it out.
POZOTRON is the technology busy voice talent need. It literally cut our editing time in half.
Positron overlays your script to your voiceover to ensure script accuracy. In moments, you'll discover pickups or a perfect read. Upload your script, upload your audio, and Positron does the rest.
For audiobook proofing, this is a must. For e-learning and long-form narration, even 1 page of script. This process couldn't be easier. Positron ensures your narration is word perfect, so you can focus on your performance and delivery.
Check out posotron.com or email hello@posotron.com for a free product demo.
What tips do you have, Kim, about building rapport with clients? Let's
Okay.
say let's start with if you haven't heard from them in a while, what do you do?
So it's not a hard and fast rule, but I try to reach out every 3 months if I haven't heard anything. I don't know if that's too long or if that's too soon. I don't want to be in somebody's face like, hi,
See,
hi,
I don't
hi.
want you to
see
question
me?
yourself. That's
Oh,
the point of the show. Like 3 months is a healthy amount of time. In fact,
that's,
it goes by pretty quickly, but it's not too soon.
yeah.
3 months is great.
Yeah,
Good job,
great.
Kim.
Great. Thanks.
What do you
Thanks.
do?
So it depends who they are. If they're an old client, recently, maybe I've only done 1 job. They were a new client 3 months ago and I haven't heard from them again. It all depends. And I can break that down on what I do in another time. But I usually reach out via email. I mean,
Like
that's
a
my go-to.
one-on-one email.
Absolutely. One-on-one, I make it personable,
And personal.
and personal.
Mhm.
Maybe talking about a little bit of something that has happened in my life recently. I don't, for example, I'm an avid gardener, crazy gardener, and a bartender. And so I'll say something about my garden, or maybe I'll touch a picture, or, hey, how's it going? Just reaching out or checking in.
The best is
Um,
if you know something about the client, and often we don't.
well, I always
But
like
if
to
you
make it
know anything about
personable
them,
about me and then ask something about them, right? And
yeah.
then touch base. But you're right. It is best to know something about them. But
I
how do you
actually
do that? If
think
you don't know that, you got to lead somewhere,
Well, I
right?
think
So,
COVID was actually a really good excuse because we were all
yeah.
going through the same thing on the planet. So to say, hope you're okay, hope your family's okay. How are you, from the very serious and personal to the how are you managing your business? How's it going? Blah, blah, blah. So
Yeah. Well,
I found like that was a good
now we can
opportunity.
ask about monkeypox. How's
Okay,
monkeypox
you
going?
do you, Kim. I will not.
Just
That's
kidding.
not something
Don't.
on my, no.
Don't. But the other thing I do, which I think is really nice, I suggest reaching out via snail mail.
Yeah.
Even when you get, like, maybe it takes 3 months for your first new client to pay you. Reach out via snail mail. Hey, got your payment. Thanks so much. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love to get a little note in the mail?
I used to do that a lot, and then the COVID came and the COVID,
The
and
COVID.
then people were working from home, so I stopped my snail mail stuff. Well, first because you couldn't touch
Yeah,
the
you don't
mail
know.
beginning, but also they're not at their work address. So that was tricky, but it's a great excuse to reach out to clients, y'all, is to say, I have something I'd like to send you. Is this business address good enough or whatever, in a very tactful, professional way.
That's nice.
Um,
Let me tell you what I stopped doing. Well, I
okay.
didn't stop doing, but it didn't really work because of COVID. I also would do a phone call. Who calls
Oh,
anybody anymore? Is that like the most uncomfortable thing? It is. But it's also one of the nicest things to get a phone call from somebody, especially like in a business setting. I just wanted to reach out and say, hi, I hope you're doing really well. Blah, blah, blah,
great.
blah.
Great advice.
And
Great advice. And something
except for
someone
COVID, I couldn't.
right, because they're not at their number, but
I
then they're
know.
leaving their cell phones and you're like, do I call a cell phone?
Mm,
Look, there's one of my closest, dearest relations and friends is the phone lady,
yes.
thephonelady.com, and she's got a great blog that will share a lot about these questions about reaching out to people.
Yeah, I had to fit that in. I'm so
We should
sorry.
have her on the show because
Oh, that's a great idea.
cell phones in the era of post-COVID, and can you call on a cell phone? What do you say? Let's do that. If we want to build rapport and be concise. Those are the two
And your
major
core.
things.
Mhm.
And build your core. Building rapport, we've given you some ideas. What if though, Kim, we can see them in person? How would you network with someone that's appropriate, not someone that's appropriate, but how would you network appropriately with someone? Say you had the opportunity to go to a party. Let's just call it a party. What would be appropriate if you had a past client? How would you handle that? I think a lot of people are nervous.
Wait, I don't know.
You would
What kind
smoke?
of a party?
Any kind of party, like it could be daytime,
So there's
cocktail,
a
evening.
few there's a few studios out here that does a summer party and
Great.
holiday party. I always go, even though I'm horribly uncomfortable. I go. I put on my armor and I'm out there and I work the crowd.
Do you work the crowd? Do you talk about
Yes.
your garden? Can you just give a few tips?
I can.
How about I share some while you think about it?
Okay.
I think
Go.
that I may come off as rude and
No, do it.
well,
I got
not in
you.
this moment, but
Oh, it
I
suddenly got
mean,
weird.
in a networking situation, this may be rude, and quite frankly, I don't care
Oh,
because I don't want to walk on eggshells. I want to be direct. I want to introduce myself and go.
mm,
If someone's having a conversation with someone else, how do you break in? This is how you break in.
okay.
Say, I'm so sorry to interrupt. My name is Natasha Marchewka. We worked once on that project. Remember last year? I just wanted to say hi. I wanted to meet you. Sorry to interrupt. I hope we can talk again later or whatever. Great to meet you. Thank you. Goodbye.
Mm,
Done.
mm-hmm. The only thing you should have done is turn to the other person and be like, what is your name?
Great.
Yeah, right. And include the group.
I'm getting less rude by the tip. Right. I do try. I'm very good at including the group, but I did
you are.
forget and I would
Of course you
ignore the
would.
other person. Thank you.
Oh,
What's your name? Nice to meet you. Great. I'm sorry to interrupt. Because you know what? They don't remember what you said. They remember how you made them feel.
there you
And
go.
so if you are
Interrupted, which sounds like no, I'm just kidding. No, you're
You know what I mean?
absolutely right. Absolutely right. And that was a smile, it was lovely.
Professional.
All joking around. Yes.
Direct. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm going to ask you one more question.
Okay. All right.
We said be concise. What does that pertain to? So, you want to build relationships, but you always also want to be concise in order to maintain and build and grow relationships with clients. What does that mean to you?
Okay. This is this could be a bajillion different things, but I think what you're asking is if I was in an email situation, ask about the other person, be personable, get to the point. Why am I reaching out? Be brief with like 1 or 2 lines. Don't make, then I was sick. And 2 weeks later, I got out, no, you want to be like, brief.
Exactly.
Here's what's going on in my life. Here's what's going on in your life. And this is what I need. This is what I don't, whatever. Boom.
In every situation. So that's in the in-person networking. See how concise I was when I met that person. I ignored that other one and I got out of there. But not only in your follow-ups, we do not want to store a story. Not only in your warm, cold emails, we do not need your life story, but also in the back and forth with clients while you're doing business with them. I am extremely brief, and I am pretty sure that's one of the reasons clients come back. I just get to them quickly and briefly, and they know they can trust me. I don't quite know what it is about that, but it's using the right professional words and not humming and hawing in emails.
And you're probably relatable and personable in those brief, concise emails.
Yeah.
They get a sense of who you are pretty quickly, and professional is one of them. Who wants to open an email at 1 o'clock after your blood sugar is spiked and now it's going down, and then you open an email and there's like 2 paragraphs? No.
It has to be concise. And sometimes, and that's why we do bullet points too. If it's an intro email or a catch-up email, I do bullet points.
That's
so
a
they
great
can
tip.
just skim it. Good. Well, on that note, fuck it. Let's be awesome now. We've got shit to do.
This episode of Speechless is brought to you by
Speechless.